Well, my brothers, Weird Kingdom Hall Rules, Part 4. I'm just going to get it out there first. I made a few hints in my last video. You probably didn't notice them. Some guy wrote a book. It's called The Great Apostate. I hear good things. There's a link. Just maybe check it out. Part 4, right? Of Weird Kingdom Hall Rules. No sports, no bands, no The Walking Dead. Yeah, that would be cool. Okay. It's a wonder any of us made it out of that box alive, scratching our way and clawing to freedom. It was not easy, I guess. That's true. We were like Andy Dufresne, crawling our way through 300 yards of shit just to get out. Oh my God. Right. We were supposed to dress modestly, but elders' daughters wore two-piece bathing suits. My goodness, those sluts. Bordering on bikinis, and one of those daughters in particular used to take it upon herself to police what I was doing, telling me I would get counselled if I attended a John Denver concert with a friend in the neighbourhood who happened to be a guy. Ah, see, that's interesting. Because in my part of the world, John Denver was supposed to be a baddie entirely. We weren't allowed to even listen to John Denver because apparently there was a rumour went around that he'd asked Jehovah's Witnesses to leave a concert. Has any of you heard about that? Because that was very much a thing in my kingdom. So apparently he was interviewed and he had to deny that and say, no, I did not do that. But you tell me if you've heard that one. Here's somebody's gone with the only white shirts again. That's true. We weren't allowed to really laugh when we were kids. Like if we expressed total joy or laughter when we were playing, it was wrong. I wonder that. I sometimes look at these things and I think, like, I hope I'm not carrying any of this shit over to my own kids. Like my kids are like, hey Dad, why do we have to wear a white shirt to dinner? I don't get it. There were definitely rules about sports events and dances. Thing I guess I was really lucky because, hang on, I joined the band in 6th grade and part of my grade was based on participation in sports and playing my instrument there. Another way I was very lucky is that my parents had mellowed out by that time. I was going through school because I was the youngest and they faced protest by my older siblings. You were lucky. Good for you. I felt weird typing the word lucky up here because I was against the rules too. That's true. My last congregation, the elders were dead set on a simple hug. If you hadn't seen someone in years, you could not give them that I missed you hug. I mean, seriously. That's true. And then in some churches, now, what they do to sort of keep themselves safe is they do a sideways hug, you know, because then like your junk is not in line. Oh, Lord Almighty. Right. No spaghetti straps. No tops of arms showing for females. What a stupid rule in my hall. That's because we men, I've told you before, we are incorrigible. Once we see a drop of ankle bone on a woman, we're just like ravenous beasts. Okay, right, moving along. No driving in the car with someone of the opposite sex. That's true, right? Oh, that's absolutely ridiculous. Having to take a chaperone on a date. That's true. I was a chaperone a couple of times for my brother. Right? That's the whole point, though. If these guys are making the rules based on thinking you have zero self-control, imagine just how pervy they really are. That's a good point. No jean skirts. I got counselled for my skirt being too tight. That's not possible. I'm sorry, I'm just going to let you know. There's a fly on my arm there. But I had just lost some weight and my husband at the time was fine with me wearing it. What a shocker. Going in service and if no baptized male, the most qualified baptized sister had to pray with the heads covering. I remember that. I mentioned that before. Do you remember those little ladies with their tea towels on their head? Oh, you laughed. You know what was worse though? See, you ladies, from your perspective, that's shit. And I get that. But from my perspective, there was times when I wasn't even allowed to do it. And I was like on service, trying to get good again. And, you know, a lot of us brothers were like that. And we weren't allowed to pray for anyone, you know, because obviously we were too terrible. And so a sister would have to pray and they'd be all looking. And it's like, why can't you pray, Neil? What have you done? Why are you so sick? You are spiritually deranged. That's true. That's true. Oh my God. Right, moving on. I couldn't watch The Sound of Music in junior high for extra credit in history class because there were Catholics and nuns in it. Oh, The Sound of Music is so beautiful. So beautiful. It's cultural. It's absolutely uplifting. Talking about uplifting, do you know what I did just today? If you're my Facebook friend, you do because I posted it. We bought our entire winter season for the Ulster Orchestra. That's right, we're culture vultures now. So we've got we've got two sort of normal ones, like I love the 80s and I love movies thrown in, and a Christmas thing as well. No, it's a Christmas thing and I love movies. So we're gonna play movie soundtracks and all that kind of stuff, right? And then we have 8 straight up classical music events. It's like Shostakovich and Sibelius and Mahler and Brahms and Beethoven and all these cool people. So awesome. And it's dead cheap to go. So if you have an orchestra near you, please take the opportunity to go. You will not regret it. Trust me, right? I recommend the orchestra above my book. That's how much I love it. Okay? So you don't even have to love the music. Just sit there and it's like a wall of beautiful sound. Just hit you in the face. Okay? In a beautiful way. Okay. Moving back on things we weren't allowed to do. Get carried away. Couldn't let your kids play cops and robbers with toy cap guns because they might grow up to be serial killers. I'm not sure that there's so many Jehovah's Witnesses just not even growing up to be serial killers, just moving straight into murder these days. I heard about the woman who killed herself in an assembly today. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. Anyway, oh, here's one. I'm not sure of rules, but how many asked 2 personal questions in judicial meetings? I once asked how many times the guy fingered me. Like, what the F? Ouch, that sucks. And even better, did you orgasm? How is it that in any way relevant or appropriate? How much you want to bet they use those personal stories for their own benefit? That's terrible. Wow. And if she says no, I mean, that's just going to look bad for the guy. Wasn't even courteous. Good God, a couple of our sisters were offended when they found another sister breastfeeding her baby in the women's restroom. So naturally they reported it. The following week, an announcement was made about a sister feeding her baby immorally. She was marked. Oh, sweet Jesus, that is literally the worst thing. I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years. It's fucking terrible. Oh my God. Okay, right. I can't believe that. Really, that's it. Channel's finished. We've heard it. That's the winner. Thanks for watching my show. Let's see if there's another one. As a mom who struggled big time with breastfeeding, that's effed up. You do what you need to do for your baby. I mean, they are gifts from God, right? That's right, unless they leave. As I told you before, this is going to be my last thing, because there's just a million more of these and I could keep going. My last thing, I remember a guy who was a friend of my brother's. If you've been watching my channel a long time, you'll know. And I've even put it in a book. And he had a newborn baby. And he showed it to my brother. And he said, look at my baby, Stephen, it's a beautiful baby. And Stephen says, yes, it's a beautiful baby. Wonderful. And he looked at my brother and he said, in his steely-eyed Scottish voice, but if he ever abandons Jehovah, he's dead to me. It's your newborn son, you mad bastard. Good Lord, guys. Thank you very much. Don't watch the movie E.T. because he has healing powers. Holy Jesus.